Hi guys! So I wanted to post a short video to let you guys all know what's going on. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting. I just really have not felt like recording or editing or posting anything to YouTube. I just don't want to think about like anything right now. My last video, my honest and raw video, is telling you guys how sad I am, and I really don't know why I'm sad. Like, I have no reason to be sad, really, you know? And I got my blood tested because I pretty much know that my thyroid is like way out of whack just by my symptoms. And sure enough, they're like way off. So my TSH blood levels are, okay, they shouldn't be more than like 4.5. Mine is 16.35. So like I'm way out of range. And so basically when your TSH is high, that means your thyroid is low and like way underactive. And so that would explain why I've been sad and emotional, and why, you know, usually if I'm sad, like I'm better the next day, I'll sleep on it, and I'm not like typically a sad or depressed type of person. I'm usually a happy, bubbly. If I'm upset, I'll sleep on it. It's a new day, I'm over it. But it hasn't been that way lately. I've just been like really like with, you know, no energy. I've been saying things backwards, mixing up my letters. Like I'll say two words and I'll take the first letter from each one and mix them up, and I'm like wait a minute, what did I just say? And I've rewatched some of my videos that I've posted, and I'm sure you guys have noticed I've said like two words backwards, and I'm like, wait, I remember saying that, but I don't remember saying it that way, you know? Like, what's in my head isn't coming out the same way from my mouth, and it's really frustrating because I notice it usually right when I do it, but obviously not always, because I notice it sometimes when I'm watching a video and I was like, whoa, what am I saying there? And so I've been like so sad, like every day, for like no reason, like I feel like I'm dying inside. Like I just will start crying for no, of course not in front of my kids, but I'll have to go somewhere and just cry for a minute, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. I feel like I'm dying inside. And my poor husband, you know, he's trying to like be patient with me because I'm just really sad. And you know, when somebody in the house is really sad, it really gives this sad energy for the rest of the house, and everybody is kind of sad. And so then I feel guilty that everyone else is not as happy because I'm sad, you know, and I really don't have a good reason to be sad. I mean, no, I'm not living the RB life. I really do want a home, but that's no reason to sit there and be like so sad you feel like you're dying inside, you know? I mean, we have a roof over our heads. This RV is ours. You know, nobody can take it from us. It's like ours. We don't owe any payments on it. We have food for the children. We have everything we need. Our children are healthy and amazing, and I get to be home homeschooling them. And so what do I have to be sad about? Like, I am so blessed. Like, so blessed. I should be the happiest person on earth. So it's really frustrating that I'm not. That I'm just sad for like no apparent reason. I'm just like, wah, you know. Anyhow, so it's not fun feeling this way, and so I'm really excited to learn that my thyroid, as I thought, is way out of whack. I didn't think it was that far out of whack, but it is, and that explains why I feel like I'm dying inside. And I have, you know, one of the symptoms is hair loss, and it's hard to know when I have hair loss because I have such thick hair, and so I don't really notice it when I brush my hair. Yeah, hair comes out, but I have tangles, and that's what happens with long hair. But I notice it when I start having hair grow back. You can't really see it in the camera, but I have these little short hairs that are growing back from hair loss, and that's when I start noticing that I've had hair loss, and obviously that's like a couple months after it's fallen out if it's growing back. And so another symptom, like I was saying before, is dyslexia. And no energy, gloomy, a very cloudy, fuzzy brain, which I've had like confusion, and just my thoughts are not processing as quickly. I'm not as sharp as I typically am. And dry, itchy skin. That's one of the symptoms. these are all symptoms. So I know of all the symptoms. So I've had, you know, I knew, like, I tried to get tested in Santa Cruz when I was there, but it was just so hard because I have, you know, I'm on California Medi-Cal, and you're supposed to transfer it wherever you are, and then you have to like wait for, or you have to call to find out if people are accepting Medi-Cal, and then you have to, you know, find out if they're accepting new patients, and then you have to wait till they have an opening, and it's like this whole process. And so it's been really, really, really difficult to get me in. But I finally got my blood drawn, and I'm waiting for a call back for an appointment for the nurse, from the nurse or the doctor's office, whatever. And they're gonna try to get me in. They're like, sorry, our first available appointment is like June 1st, and I'm like, no, like I have to get into the doctor, like I have to, because right now I have only a 2-week prescription of levothyroxine, like Levoxyl, like the whatever it's called, the thyroid medication, and that's not enough. Like, it doesn't even start showing until like a month later, and you really are supposed to take it for 2 to 3 months and then get retested. And so I'm gonna need to kind of like stick around here for a while and get this figured out, and they might need to send me to an endocrinologist or something like that, like a thyroid specialist. And so your thyroid basically is like right here, and I've never been able to tell if my thyroid is enlarged. So you're supposed to be able to tell if your thyroid's enlarged. It's supposed to be right here, and they tell you to swallow. I mean, I feel some things right here, but I don't know if that's my thyroid. And when I look at it, one side doesn't look larger than the other. But that's one of the ways you can tell also. But I've never been able to really tell. But so anyhow, so I've just not been feeling like doing any YouTubing or posting or recording. I've just been wanting to lie around, but I haven't been lying around aside from like one day, because, you know, we live in an RV and I've got to be up on chores and delegating the kids for chores, or else like it falls apart. And so, you know, I've been taking care of kids, and I can't just lie around. So I can't do that because everything falls apart. And then when I lie around, everybody lies around, and that's not happening. Aside from here and there, I don't mind if it's like a day here and there. But anyhow, so that's good that I'm sad for really no reason other than hormones. So I'm gonna do a series on my YouTube channel for my thyroid, and apparently I think that I might have Hashimoto's. A functional medicine doctor told me a while back I have Hashimoto's, which I think most people do if they have hypothyroid, and Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease, and I really want to get that taken care of. You can take care of it through diet and certain things, and I'm also just learning about heavy metal toxicity. I have like mercury fillings in my teeth. Hi, Mika. Mommy's recording. And so I'm learning all about that and how to detox your body of heavy metals. But first I have to get the metal out of my teeth. What's up? Nothing. Are you getting a book? No. Okay. No more electronics. You need to get a book if you want to stay up. And so I'm learning about that. So soon I'll be posting videos about that. But anyhow, I'll do a separate playlist for my thyroid issues, so that way I'm not going to bore everybody. You know, if those of you that are not interested, there is a fly. Those of you that are not interested, you know, if you're more interested in like the RV life and who cares about my health, you know, that way I'm not boring you. So I'll make a separate playlist for that, and I'll title it appropriately if you'd like to follow.